Alright folks, welcome back to AmpleScramble. We're here doing our NFL NBA mock draft. Kind of like a supplemental draft just to have fun with while we don't have any sports going on. Remember to hit that like and subscribe button and check out some of our other videos. We got some word searches and some cool other stuff that's up, and we'll be posting more in the future. But right now, we're going to get back at it. First, we'd like to send a shout out to all those essential workers, not just in the medical field, but all those that are keeping us going throughout these times that we're going through. We really appreciate you, and hats off to you in a big way. So let's get started. On this episode here, we're going with the NFC South and the AFC South. We got the Atlanta Falcons that are going to be pulling from the Atlanta Hawks. Carolina Panthers be pulling from the Charlotte Hornets. The New Orleans Pelicans will be the team of choice for the New Orleans Saints, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers will be utilizing the Orlando Magic roster. When we get over to the AFC South, we got the Houston Texans pulling from the Houston Rockets. Got the Indianapolis Colts pulling from the Indiana Pacers. The Jacksonville Jaguars will be utilizing the San Antonio Spurs roster. And the Tennessee Titans will be using none other than the Memphis Grizzlies roster. So, with no further ado, let's get started. And we're going to kick this off here, starting off with the NFC South and the Atlanta Falcons. So, with the Atlanta Falcons, with my mock supplemental draft, we'll be going with, on the defensive side of the ball, a heavy defensive supplemental draft. Start off with Damian Jones at 6'11", 245 at the linebacker position. Trey Young, the superstar, 6'1", 180. We'll be plugging him in as a safety. As a defensive back, we're going to go with Cam Reddish at 6'8", 218 pounds. DeAndre Brimbury at 6'5", 210 is going to be a linebacker, teaming up there with Damian Jones. The veteran Jeff Teague at 6'3", 195. We're going to plug him in at the cornerback position. The big fella Clint Capella. Going to put him on the offensive line at 6'10", 240 pounds as a left tackle. And moving on, we're going to jump on over here to the Carolina Panthers. Carolina Panthers, as we said before, will be pulling from none other than the Charlotte Hornets. Not the Bobcats, Charlotte Hornets. And I have an even supplemental draft with them. We got the first player in Kobe Simmons at 6'5", 180. We can plug him in as a wide receiver. Bismarck Biyombo, 6'8", 255. We're going to plug him in as a defensive end. On the offensive line, as one of the outside tackles at 7 foot, 240 pounds, none other than Cody Zeller. At 6'1", 190 pounds, Terry Rozier will fill in the position of a defensive back. At the guard, 6'11", one of the guards on the offensive line, 6'11", 250 pounds, Willie Herman Gomez, one of the brothers of the NBA. And finally, at the cornerback position, at 6'1", 195 pounds, we got Devontae Graham. At 6'1", 195 at the cornerback position. That's going to take care of that Carolina Panthers roster. And moving on with no further delay, we're going to go over to one of the most hardcore rosters that I would have. It's going to rank really high up there when it's all said and done. Got some big fellas on this one. You know who I'm talking about. That's the Big Easy, the New Orleans Saints, pulling from that loaded roster of the New Orleans Pelicans. And you know what that means. The big fella, Zion Williamson, 6'6", 284 pounds. Big body. You know where he's going. Tight end position. Lonzo Ball, 6'6", 190. We're going to put that superstar in there as a wide receiver. And keeping up with the mode of the big fellas at the tight end position. None other than Jaleel Okafor, 6'10", 270 pounds. Over on the defensive side of the ball, we're going to have outside linebacker Nicola Melli at 6'9", 236 pounds. This superstar, Jrue Holiday, 6'3", 205 at wide receiver. And that veteran, J.J. Redick at 6'3", 200 pounds. Cornerback. Pretty decent draft to me. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section. Keeping an NFC South, rounding it out. Let's see if we got any new weapons there for Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Congratulations on your signing of that big name. Also, we had another big name signing. We're going to get to that a little bit further down the line when we get over to that division. Starting off, we're going with a tight end, 6'11", 260 pounds. Still filling in that mode of big tight ends. Nikola Vucevic. He's a pretty big fella. I've seen him play in person a couple times. Big dude down in the middle. But we're going to plug him in at tight end for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Big body to go alongside Gronk. Tom Brady will have a field day with that tight end core. Moving on, we got Evan Fournier at 6'7", 205. Former floor general for the Denver Nuggets, but he's running the floor for the Orlando Magic now. Going to plug him in at the wide receiver position. Your slam dunk hero, Aaron Gordon, in my opinion. 6'8", 235. You know where he's going. It's going to be another big body tight end. Another weapon. Markelle Fultz. The one that everybody forgot about. The one that everybody called a bust. I think he's going to turn it around personally, but that's another story for another day. Got him going in at the fullback position at 6'3", 209. On the offensive line, we're going to have Jonathan Isaac at 6'11", 230 pounds. On the defensive side of the ball, Wes Iwundu, 6'6", 195. We're going to plug him in at the defensive end position. This looks like a pretty nice supplemental draft to me for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Anyway, we're going to take a flight here and head out there to Houston, where we're going to start out with the AFC South. We're going to go to the Houston Texans, and they'll be pulling from none other than the Houston Rockets. That loaded Houston Rockets roster with Russell Westbrook, James Harden, Eric Gordon, and others out there. So let's see what the Houston Texans can do with that roster. Gonna kick it off with big man, Megatron type wide receiver, DeMar Carroll at 6'6", 215 pounds. Keeping it on the offensive side of the ball, Tyson Chandler at 7 foot, 235 pounds. Big tackle right there. Protecting none other than the quarterback, James Harden, fear the beard, 6'5", 280 pounds. And why not give him a couple of good targets in this draft? Starting with Eric Gordon at 6'3", 215. Russell Westbrook at 6'3", 200. Dangerous offensive side of the ball. Rounding out their roster at the defensive end, P.J. Tucker. He's a defensive stalemate in the NBA and will be doing the same thing in the NFL at 6'5", 245 pounds. Keeping it moving, we're going to fly back east and go on into Indianapolis, where we'll have the Indianapolis Colts picking from the Indiana Pacers. Starting off at tackle, Miles Turner, 6'11", 250 pounds. And your boy, Victor Oladipo. Seen him play before with the Magic. 6'4", 213 pounds. As a safety. Doug McDermott, 6'7", 225 pounds. Now you know where he's going. Going to that tight end position. Domantas Sabonis, the big fella like his dad. Plug him in at the linebacker position at 6'11", 240. At the cornerback, we're going to go with T.J. McConnell at 6'1", 190. I think it was foolish for 76ers to let him go. I believe that's where he was before, but that's for another story, another day. Rounding out their supplemental draft, I would pick Jeremy Lamb at 6'5", 180. Plug him in at the wide receiver position. I don't know where they're going to stand when this is all said and done as far as my ranking and grading is concerned, but let me know what you think in the comments section. Moving on down to Florida. The Jacksonville Jaguars and their newfound quarterback of choice. They'll be pulling from the San Antonio Spurs. So, let's see what we got going on for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Going to start off with Derek White at 6'4", 190 at the cornerback position. Trey Lyles, 6'9", 234 at the tight end position. Going over the basketball for a quick second on Trey Lyles. He's the future of the NBA as far as the talented and all-star type players are concerned. But that's another story, another day. We're going to keep it moving. Let's go down to Patty Mills at 6'1", 180, the veteran. Put him in at the cornerback position. Got two wide receivers, two big fellas. And Devontae Murray at 6'4", 180. And DeMar DeRozan at 6'6", 220. A couple of big targets there. Rounding out their draft will be Bryn Forbes, the former Michigan State Spartan at 6'2", 205. Put him in as a big body in the free safety position. All right, that takes care of that Florida team down there that is not named the Dolphins. Moving on, rounding out the AFC South. Going to go over to the team that got close to the Super Bowl last year with their running back Derrick Henry. And I don't think anybody's going to sleep on it anymore in real life. But that remains to be seen if they get this season up and going. But for the Tennessee Titans, we got obviously the Memphis Grizzlies roster that we will be using for the Tennessee Titans. And let's get over to that. Quarterback position. We got Jay Morant, 6'3", 174. Pretty decent size for a quarterback. I like what he's doing from a pro basketball point of view. He is a superstar in the making, so we'll be keeping our eyes on him. But once again, that's another story for another day. Got my man Jonas at 6'11", 265 on the offensive line as one of the guards. Wide receiver position, going in that Megatron type of body. Justice Winslow at 6'6", 222. Got Tyus Jones, that former floor general from the NCAA, at 6 foot, 196 as running back. Josh Jackson and Grayson Allen round out the receiving core picks with Josh Jackson at 6'8", 207. Big body receiver. Grayson Allen, 6'4", 198. He can bring that tough attitude into the NFL. And he can do some things that he can't do when he's on the court in the NFL, if that was to happen. But like I said, we're just having a little bit of fun since we don't have any professional sports going on right now. So we're going to go ahead and end this. And that's going to take care of our NFC South and AFC South divisions. And we hope that you enjoyed this.
We'll be coming back to you with another video here shortly. This time we're going to be going over the NFC East and the AFC East. That means those Cowboys, Giants, Eagles, and Redskins fans, get ready. As well as those Jets, Patriots, Dolphins, and Bills fans, get ready. We'll be seeing you next time. Thanks for visiting AmpleScramble. And keep your head up with all that's going on. And we'll be chatting with you later. Thanks for visiting.